transaction processing module. Yeah. In here we will discuss how to read all the transaction. Yeah. In here we enter into the transaction processing module. Okay, left click this button, we come to this transaction processing module. In here, first entry into here, yeah, the first batch showing is a current confirmed sell batch. What it is this is the transaction happen in today, today 27 April. So all the transaction on today will be show up in this batch, Now to read transaction, the day before today, but still in current month, we come to this current ASIP sell batch. Current ASIP batch is indication of all the transaction before today, but still in this current month. Now go back to current confirmed sell batch. This batch informations in today's transaction, by tomorrow all these transaction will automatically move to current ASIP batch. So each day system have a process that will move transaction from current confirmed sell batch to current ASIP batch. Again, for the invoice, we can move to current invoice batch. Current invoice batch is an invoice happen in today. Today invoice is all stored in here. Today 27, this is all 27 invoice. If you want to read current invoice, but it's before today but still in current month, so we can come to this current ASIP invoice batch. Left click in here. This is all the invoice happen in this month. Okay, but before today. Now here are the shortcut to select batch. This first as, if left click, you will go to current confirmed sell batch. If you do a right click, go for current ASIP sell batch. For this left click, go to current invoice batch, and right click, do a current ASIP invoice batch. Now if we want to read current transaction, but before current month, mean before April, so we can come to here, we select below. Okay, there's a March transaction 2017. This batch is automatic created when we move to a new month. When system move to a new month calendar, all the transaction in the current ASIP batch will be get together and copy to the month. Something look like this. March 2017. For the invoice transaction also same. So you can see there's an invoice batch 2017. These are all the invoice happen in March 2017. Okay, when system move to the new month, all the transaction stored in this current ASIP invoice batch will be copied to the month batch. Okay, now we go back to the current confirmed sell batch. Left click this button. Okay, we go to the top. There are a number of transactions in here. Indication, this is the customer, which is a customer here, and this is the date and time. This is a transaction number, and there are 4 pages of information for each transaction. Now the first page of information indicated the payment type, subtotal, and the total of this transaction, and the customer, how much they pay, and there is a change for this customer, and operate by who. The second page of information is control information, which is mean that this information a bit sensitive, mean that this particular transaction receipt number, when was this receipt being issued, and the type of the format of the receipt, if there is any discount or any service charge, and who is a service officer, and if there's a shift control, the shift control number, and so on. And if there's a commission, also show up in here. Now the third page of information is a detailed item. Detailed item being sold by each transaction. For example, this transaction show only one item. Second transaction have 3 items. Third transaction have 1 item, and so on. And below indicated how many line of item and the total item and the total of this particular transaction. The fourth page is a message page, which is the message to the customer, if any, during the sale process. If the cashier want to write out special message for this transaction, they can do so, and will be recorded in this page. Will be recorded in this page. We'll come back to here now. Let's look at one more example. Select this transaction cash. So the customer is cash. Date, time of the transaction, transaction number, general information, pay cash, total is this. Okay, customer pay exact amount. Other information, receipt date is this, receipt number is this, ship number is this, and the detail is 1 item. Okay, message, no message. This is how to read the transaction in general. As for this page, the 5th page is a summary page. When you click, it will show that current batch, current of this batch, the total amount of transaction. In here I have 9 transactions, and total item is 33.6. Item is accumulated by each item of the transaction. Each item of the transaction. And then you have the net sale, net sale of information in here. Now other information such as total discount, total service charge, and sales tax if there's any, and the money we collected. And for this last 3 items is total cost of all these transactions in here, the total cost, and this is the profit we make, and here indicate the profit margin.